Welcome guys to another Spilled Milk Streamcast. Thank you guys so much. We're just gonna get straight into it. It's gonna be a nice and quick one. We don't got too much to cover, but it should be overly entertaining. And I want to thank you guys. If you guys haven't already, like the video, share it. Um, Subscribe just really helps out the channel. I really want to grow the YouTube this year as well. But I'm enjoying the growth I'm getting from the clips. Thank you to all the new followers. Thank you for all the old followers. Special shout out to my sponsors that are riding hard with me. I got Casper and Co, hottest jeweler in the game. I got Sing Beans, best coffee, local brewed. They're doing events. Hit them up for that. And then my newest sponsor, I got AI on systems. If you guys ever need any AI virtual assistants, I know this is like the hottest thing right now that everyone's kind of doing. Get involved. You can message me. You can message Farm Direct. Just tell them Only Round sent you. They'll send you up with something like, I don't know. There's a variety of different ways that they can kind of help you out. I'm not the expert in it. Go reach out to AI on systems and shout out all my sponsors again. Thank you guys so much. Let's get straight into it. Okay, first off the top, we are going to touch on a very colorful character, a very new character, Miss Ruby Dhalla. Bit of a dully, if you catch my drift. Like, look at her right there. Wow, oh, beautiful, right? Fucking, I would, for an auntie, I would fong her, man. She's real hot. I'd give her the business. No problem, no problem, no problem, man. This is her real booty. Still not bad for an auntie. Like, pretty sick. What's she claiming? What's she claiming?
Off as a volunteer with the party at the age of 14. And today I am running to lead the Liberal Party and become Canada's next Prime Minister. The Liberal Party is broken. We must clean up the system. The people that broke the system.
So now, again, I'm not going to try to get on her about her look. She is an older lady, but I think that if you are confident enough to run for, being a prime minister, why you got to do all this fucking Facetune app shit? I mean, you look good. I would, like, no problem. No problem. I'd give you a go. Hair's looking amazing, but that's probably Facetuned as well, man. I just don't really agree with that. Um, Give her the business. She just, a little bit more gremlin looking. Now, my one big issue is like, okay, so you're going with the liberal. What the Get the fuck out of here. That is not how you look. Irregardless of the fact, my one issue is, she's kind of just completely backstabbing the Liberal government, or the Liberal Party, which is the right thing to do. I guess you want to put yourself as far away from Justin Trudeau and his stupid ass antics, much as you can. But you're basically a conservative. I don't think you have any shot of actually winning here. But it's going to be a transition for you to kind of become, a conservative after. You make, oh, I don't align with the liberal values, blah 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 blah. And she's gaining some traction on that front. She's not going to win. Same time, a lot of influencers are actually on board with her running because it's just a guaranteed win for the conservatives, which it is anyway. Even if that idiot fucking Carney goes, like, look at your shuckle. I don't really like it. As a champion advocate of the First Nations, I congratulate Kira Wilson. Blah 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 blah. Okay, awesome. I like that. No problem. Canada's female Donald Trump ready to take on president. Sure, you're the female Donald Trump based on what? What the fuck have you done? Well, the Lumbe Bangi, you'll be underneath him. You can suck him off. No disrespect to anyone from her family. Like, what are you gonna do to negotiate with the guy? This guy's a tyrant. He's not gonna fucking take shit from you. He's gonna be like, fuck right off. Jadani Yadasa. If you want to give it to me, then maybe we can come to a quick deal. And that deal's not gonna be too fun. No disrespect. Um, but yeah, I don't like this bullshit where people just talk out of their ass for no reason, like they're gonna be able to accomplish something. Sorry, miss, you're not gonna win. Ruby Dalla will deport every illegal immigrant living in Canada as prime minister. Like, okay, I mean, I get it. Illegal immigrants shouldn't be here, but this is the buzzworthy title. This is what real change looks like. Why don't you change your shuttle again? Looks good there, by the way. Um, yeah, I'm just not on board. I don't think this is really there. She kind of reminds me of somebody. She kind of reminds me of somebody. Kind of reminds me of this fellow right here. Oh yeah. Thank you, sir. See if I get the booty up here. That's a big booty. Let's go on Miss Dalla's Instagram. Let me see if I can get her in a scowl, you know? Like, yeah, she's got a lot of these fucking pictures up, man. Good for her. But irregardless of the fact, I wish her well in her political endeavors and all other endeavors. Yeah, good for her. Do her thing. Next on the list, another form of Stevie. Um, I don't know exactly what a nice way to put it, but it rhymes with mouse digger, is what we would refer to a gentleman like King Harman Kapoor. Now, I'd actually really like to have a conversation with this guy one day, and see what the fuck happened that he hates Khalistan's and overall six. Well, I guess not overall six. He never says that, but he hates Khalistan like a lot. And I'm just really wondering like what the fuck the issue is. He's got his fucking heavyset wife, and she is more annoying than this guy.
हैं और सबकी फेक आईडीज है हर कहीं एक्स पे टिकटॉक पे इंस्टाग्राम पे सबकी फेक आईडीज है शक्ल लगाते नहीं है और जब भी आते हैं मैसेज करते हैं सामने से बोलते हैं पापा 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 तो
Like first things first, look at the aesthetic here. I mean, I understand, you know, guys who are of the Papa cast, like no disrespect to any of them, you know, like usually they're a little bit more extravagant, but like that is fucking crazy. You know, that's too much going on. This beard, like how much fucking gel do you put on each and every day? Like it's a little bit too much, right? And this guy gets a lot of hate on this kind of thing. I've kind of grilled him a little bit too. It was my fault. I was like, maybe stop being Stevie from Django and provoking all the time while looking like a clown. Plus, your wife's shrill voice doesn't help the situation. Now I said that. I said that. There's a few guys getting on my ass. Respect Guru Govind saying, if you are a true Sikh, but if you are Pagdiwala, Katalu, Katula, educate yourself. I don't know what that means. I actually don't know what a Katula is. Let's see. What's Katula? Hindi? No, this can't be it. Katuli? Katuli? I don't fucking know what it means. That can't be it. भाई आपके तो नाम में ही रंड हैं. It's only round. See, that's the thing. Like that's one of the classic ones that you guys do go to because rand in Punjabi or Hindi or whatever it means hooker. That's only rands based on randy. Like fuck, man, come up with something. You guys don't fucking know English. How the fuck are you guys gonna try to insult me, cocksuckers? And I'm like, Teri Maho, you rand there. We don't take no shit. We clap back pretty quick, especially to these no no fucking profile picture type of cocksuckers. But basically, he's just a bootlicker for the Hindu Dhalla government and all that kind of shit. Like too much anti-Khalistan rhetoric. What the fuck is that? This cocksucker. She looks like a fucking minion. Big Chanel, you know. These guys got paper though. You can't hate on that. They do have paper. They're having a good time, but they're just too much in the scene. Look at the size of your wife's head. I love this guy.
dosa with my wife and daughter and my dog is with me and I got treats for my dog ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਹੋਣੀ ਕੁਝ ਖਾਣੀ ਲਿਖਣੀ ਹੈ
Not to be a disclaimer, I will not be saying anything negative about this gentleman's daughter. No problem. She's just a kid. She had the disservice of having fucking Adam's family parents. Like,
हम तुम्हें चाहते हैं से
I don't fucking know. I don't get it. But hey, it's not for me to get. They are a strong couple. You gotta appreciate that. They hold it down.
उस टाइम आपका माइंडसेट क्या था और आपने कैसे डिसाइड किया कि हाँ अब सर को ना सपोर्ट करना है, हमें माफी नहीं मांगनी है, वी विल फाइट दिस थिंग.
माफी तो मेरा डे फर्स्ट था कि ये मांगेगा नहीं. वो तो आई कांट सी के हारमन कपूर किसी से माफी. मैंने कहा मर जाती, मैं ही मर जाती हूँ, पर माफी नहीं मांगेगा. गलत किया हो तो माफी मांगो, गलत किया नहीं है तो माफी किस बात.
Look how fucking arrogant they are, man. Mafi namagoga. Mafi namagoga. Like, shut the fuck up. You guys are the first guys to be fucking pussyfooting around. Again, I don't think anybody would really have that big of an issue with this guy if he just shut the fuck up. He's always provoking, the guys who are pro Kazakhstan. You know what it's gonna fucking do. You know how passionate our people are, and you keep going down this fucking road. Why don't you just stop? And I'm pretty sure everyone go, but you have already gone a little bit too far, so now this is part of your identity. So you have to keep going. And like, you got some followers. Like I'm a guy, I'm an influencer, micro influencer. I know how it is. But yeah, I mean, just stop being a fucking prick. Maybe it'll work out better for you. Last guy that we're going to talk about today is a very peculiar character, a gentleman by the name of Just Guggan. Now, I've been getting some requests to talk about him for a little while and like all the weird stuff or the perceived weird stuff he's doing. I'm going to say this. I don't think this guy actually has bad intentions or anything. I think he's a little corny and a little bit lame, whatever. He's not the type of guy I'd have a beer with, but I don't think his actual intentions in his heart are that bad. However, this guy gives me mad cult vibes. I think this guy's taken a few too many psychedelics, and as someone who's dabbled in the psychedelics, I understand there's a lot of compassion and looking at things a different way, and shit like that. But this guy's definitely gone through some transformative stuff that I feel like he's getting on a road to start his own cult pretty soon. He's it's mostly targeting white people, which is okay. I mean, there's no harm in that. I mean, he is doing the community thing. He promotes having good relationships with your family, which are good. Like, you gotta like that. Make time for your parents before it's too late. They're enjoying a nice meal at Subway, and I do like that because I don't do that enough with my parents. So that is a nice thing to do. That is yeah, it's a nice thing to do. What else we got here? So he's been getting a little bit of grief because he's in the Gurdwara a little bit too much, and we're gonna just watch this right now.
Come this Friday, we're going to come upstairs to the Darbal Hall, where we're going to sit here and just as a group meditate for 10 minutes. It's not a religious thing. It's more of a spiritual thing, and it's just a great way to connect with yourself, hang out with the community, get a sense of calm. Because then afterwards, we're going to go downstairs and eat some delicious food. Doors open at 5 o'clock. You're welcome to show up anytime between 5 to 9.
Okay, so essentially, I guess the grief there is okay. You got the selfie cam out. You're making the video right then and there. There is the gear thing kind of going on. Now, he actually clapped back at me with something pretty good today because I did have a few things to say about this. Uh, let's see, where can I fucking do all this? In the comments. Fuck, irregardless, man. I think there was a comment I was saying like, oh, like, because he's getting some grief. There are some members of the community that don't like this, and they feel that he is pimping the Gurdwara to advance his own movement or whatever the fuck you want to call it, his own businesses, his own community, whatever the hell you want to call it. Again, I think his intentions are good, but I reached out and I basically told him I think it's disrespectful to have the selfie cam up there. And he's like, well, it's disrespectful to have wedding photographers in there. I mean, technically, they shouldn't really be allowed. We've gone through this. The call like that said they want to minimize that kind of stuff. But obviously that's a losing battle in today's day and age. I don't think that's ever really going to get anywhere. On the flip, I think you have to, if he's not an expert in Sikhi, and he clearly isn't, which is fine. I'm not, a scholar by any means either. But I think what would benefit him in this situation is he should probably talk to somebody who is, a lot more well versed. And if you're gonna bring, like, people who are not of the faith into the Gurdwara, I think they should be known because like some of these guys are some pretty crusty looking folks. They look kind of gross. They look like the type of people who like wake up and brush their teeth with Wildcat. They look like the type of people who have some symptom. So that needs to be established that like, look, you're not allowed to have a fucking beer for breakfast and a shitty beer for breakfast and then show up to the Gurdwara and you're gonna eat some like carb heavy food that's full of fuel to alleviate your hangover and your make you feel better. If that much is established and all those rules, now that is a extreme example of what I'm saying there. But some of these guys do look kind of gross. I mean,
Guys, this is Jessica. She comes to the temple all the time. Jessica, why do you come to the Sikh temple?
Because I like the food here.
I like the food here. Now he is right about one thing because we're like, oh, it's not just about free food, and it is meant to feed the community. People who are in need are able to come here. That's part of Sikhi. That's the entire thing. But we don't want it to just be that. I think you should go there, learn about the faith, learn about the meditation practices, learn about serving the community, and he does touch on that here. Look,
After you're done eating delicious
like this uncle's like not having any of it. He's like, "Okay, fuck, what the fuck's this guy doing here?" And speaking of which, that is an ugly fucking shirt, dude. Like, come on. Your standard farming roti, that one's pretty sick. This is pretty shitty though.
Punjabi food, you can try Seva, which is community service, by helping and giving back to the community. You can maybe wash some dishes. Do you want to go in the kitchen and try making some Punjabi food? This temple is only sustainable because we have tons of volunteers helping. And if you come and experience it, we would love for you to try.
Again, I mean that's basically just more of the same. What's the end goal? That's what I wonder. What's the end goal with this? Because I do foresee a time period where people in the Gurdwara are gonna tell them to fuck off, and because I guess it's kind of like, yeah, there will be a situation where they tell him to fuck off. Now, in that event, I do find that he's going to be disappointed in the community, which we're going to show in our next clip, and I think that'll lead on to them starting their own, farm gurdwara or their farm community, and I think that will be the introduction to this gentleman becoming an Osho type figure or someone like that, and he'll be like, "Well, nobody asked me to do it, but nobody else wanted to do it," and that's it. I think he's headed in that direction. I'm not sure. We're gonna, timestamp this video. Maybe it'll be a sick documentary one day. A sick documentary one day. um, Maybe it's gonna be a great documentary one day, and we're gonna use this footage and be like, yeah, fuck, Only Rand's new, man. Only Rand saw it. He's giving me them vibes, man.
I think a lot of my people have forgotten what it means to be sick. Langar is free food for the community. I don't care what your opinion is. Guru Nanak started Langar to feed anyone and everyone. If you can donate
He started Lunker.
money, donate money. That's not a problem, but not everybody has to. And the Gurdwaras were created as community centers to bring Muslims, Hindus, whites, everybody together to sit and to be equals. Everyone is putting their own personal beliefs on Sikhism, and that's the problem. Let's focus on where we started.
Now, again, I mean, you're not the expert on Sikhi. That's a fact. But he is saying the right thing. It is meant for a lot of other people to come in, learn about the religion, and be equal within there. It, in many ways, it was a community center, people to kind of congregate. The original Gurdwaras are actually schools to learn about Sikhi and all the other stuff. Now, one of the challenges, again, that I have with this gentleman is that he's using fucking ChatGPT for these descriptions because just the way that he's speaking the terms of the Gurdwara and overall the not the rituals, but the practices or, things like that, he doesn't know. I don't think this guy went to Khalsa school. He actually doesn't fucking know. But look at this description. Seva, selfless service, is at the heart of Sikhism. Helping others without expecting anything in return. That's what it is to be a Sikh, blah, blah, blah. Origins of Langar. Again, this is more ChatGPT stuff. There's no way this guy knows who Guru Amar Das Ji is. No chance. Let's not even fucking pretend. I'm not even giving him the benefit of the doubt of that. There's no chance he knew. This was ChatGPT. 100 fucking percent. Vandashako, he can know that. He can know that. He knows about Guru Nanak Dev Ji for sure. Golden Temple alone serves 100,000 free meals daily and anyone in need. More than just a meal. Gurdwaras are never meant to be just places of worship. Blah, 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 blah. Overall, man, again, I'm not going to hate on the guy because I think he does have the right intentions. Uh, he's a strange guy. I mean, this is another guy that I definitely want to have a conversation with one of these days just to kind of see what the guy ticks or how he ticks. Sorry. He's definitely gaining momentum in his message, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, I'm just interested in knowing what the end goal is. People are like, oh, all he wants to do is fucking rent out his Airbnb van. I mean, fuck, that's not a viable business. Come on, guys. He has a bigger purpose than that for sure. But I don't know exactly what the fuck he's doing here. He had this podcast where he was saying that he was part of the murder capital of Abbotsford, which it's a rough place for sure. But then, like, it's there's a little bit of megalomania. There's a little bit of narcissism there. Um, you know, I don't know, something's not right. Something's not right. And it could be a slight mental condition. Um, something's off. I can't quite put my fucking finger on it. But hey man, more power to him. If he is just a good wholesome guy, then my opinion shouldn't stop him. But this guy tries to fuck you as you're part of his community. Once you start having to do blood sacrifices or drinking some fucking Kool-Aid or um, something that they call Lunger on their farm, but now it's like, you know, some like period blood or some fucking placenta plasma or some kind of shit like that, then you know you're in a cult. If that's the case, reach out to your friends and family and don't get lost in the community. But hey, more power to him. If he's doing everything the right way, my word should have no effect, and he should power on, keep it going.